Elden Ring news for y'all. Elden Ring. We got some new gameplay from one of the classes as well as like one of the bosses, and there's some news on the Switch version. I saw a rumor on my timeline about the Elden Ring movie, but I couldn't confirm that because let me look. The website that posted it, the article got taken down. I was like, I don't think this is real. Let me see Elden Ring. Let me see if they reposted it. So I didn't save the article, but let's see. Right here, this is what it was. An Elden Ring movie is reportedly in the works at A24 with Alex Garden set to direct it. But then when you click the article, we couldn't find this page. But I saw mad people on the timeline. I'm not gonna lie, stuff like this, I got call it as is. I see Ethos do it. I'm gonna have to get on him in the group chat. Niggas was quote tweeting this shit saying it's lit. And I said, did y'all click the article? Did y'all read the article? Because according to the article, it don't exist anymore. I think they made it up. It could be real, but no. And also, I never heard of this fucking website, bro. Nexus Point News? What is this shit, bro? This WordPress website? Let me stop. Like, Ethos, I don't think that's real. I don't think you should read it. I think it's clickbait. You got to be careful. This is why Elon's Twitter is terrible. You got to be careful. You can't just trust somebody because they got a check mark, bro. You could pay for that check mark. That source is usually reliable and got stuff right about the Thunderbolts movie in previous studios. So I wonder why it was taken down. They might have found out, or they might have got a cease and desist. Who knows? But I wouldn't trust it. For now until we can get some better info. For odds of the year. But what we do have is info on Elden Ring's Libra boss reveal, and then the Iron Eye class. I think this is the bow and arrow class. I ain't gonna go through all this. We're gonna skim through it a little bit.
While the bow has always been a powerful weapon in Elden Ring, generally it's meant as a support weapon. Something you use to pull aggro, or to weaken an enemy from afar before switching to your main weapon once they get into range. Or to cause that one bird to fall to its death and farm its ruins over and over and over again.
He said 1.5? 1.2. 1.5 and feeling too fast lately. I don't know why.
But when you're playing as the Iron Eye in NightReign, the bow is the heart and soul of the class, which results in a playstyle that's very much unlike any of the other 8 Nightfarers in NightReign, and one that is probably the closest thing to a support class that NightReign offers.
So if you trash play this class, get your ass in the back. You ain't built to fight.
The first thing that I noticed while playing with the Iron Eye is that they are a very squishy class. They can, of course, use any weapon they pick up, but the main reason why you'll want to always have a bow handy is mainly so that you can stay out of the fray and not have to worry about taking hits, because it doesn't take many to put you down, especially early on. Fortunately, your starting bow is pretty solid. It does decent damage and has Mighty Shot as its skill, which lets you attack from super far away, deal extra damage, and also deal some extra poise damage as well. It's also worth mentioning that the way bows work has largely been reworked in NightReign. For one, they fire much faster, and you're able to move much quicker while shooting at a locked-on enemy.
I never played... I'm gonna say never. I used the bow and arrow for like a little bit, but I only ever used the bow and arrow for like flying enemies. Did anybody ever do like a full playthrough with a bow and arrow and like you fought millennia with a bow and arrow? Like, how does that work, bro? That sounds like a headache.
Need a supply of arrows anymore. This does mean that you're stuck with whatever arrow type your weapon comes with.
Yeah, just for range play, I remember using it.
Worry about how many arrows you have left, or potentially running out of arrows in a boss fight. As for other neat new touches, there's a new animation.
It's possible, but it's not very fun.
You're able to do cool acrobatic stuff like run up walls, leap off, and
oh, that's fire.
Style points. You don't have to go into first-person mode.
Little sauce with it.
And you move much faster while doing so. The strong attack can fire a spread of 3 arrows that can hit multiple enemies at once. And yes, you can now backstab or use a visceral attack on a downed enemy with an arrow. Basically,
it just feels like it'd be boring to play this class because like it kind of defeats the purpose of playing games like this. Like every boss fight is a dance, and like I want to learn the dance. But I feel like when you play this class, you don't have to learn the dance as much. You just need to keep your distance and pop them in the head. Is this a mod? Nah, it's Elden Ring NightReign. It comes out next month. It's a co-op roguelite spinoff game for $40.
From the bow in order to make it a viable primary weapon in base Elden Ring feels accounted for here in NightReign. The Iron Eye's main skill is marking, which is a very fast dashing dagger attack that goes through enemies and leaves them with a mark that will add extra.
Y'all smoking? These games cost $100. It better be 80 hours. I give my money's worth. Longer doesn't equal better. That's not how well, except for one thing, but no matter what she says on the internet, 4 is not enough. But just because the game is 80 hours, I hate that logic. Just because the game is 80 hours doesn't mean it's good. But by your logic, that means that what was the name? French Montana's last album was fire. What was that shit called? French Montana. It was something Mac and Cheese 5. It had like 1,000 songs on it. It's about the quality. If a game is good, you can get 80 hours out of it by replaying it. But like, I get what you're saying. Games are more expensive. I wouldn't. The solution to that is become more educated about what you're purchasing. Read more articles. Watch more streams like this. That's the solution. Be more cautious about how you spend your money. But making every game 100 hours is not. I don't know where that idea came from. That's not how art works. I forgot about French. Oops.
Extra damage from all sources. It's got a
Just be more mindful how you spend your money.
So you can basically always have it up on a boss as long as you're being attentive to when the debuff is active. It's also a great mobility tool as it lets you pass right through enemies to get out of the bad spot.
You made like 20 versions of that album? Facts.
Which, as the name implies, is a single powerful shot.
I'm not playing every game that's 100 hours. We know y'all not playing games that are 100 hours because I got the stats on y'all, bruh. 60% of gamers play games that are 3 years or older. So I don't even know why you bitching about a game not being 80 hours because we know you niggas ain't gonna play it. It don't matter if it's 80 hours or $80. We'll see you in Tomato Town. What are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about?
This is basically Mighty Shot on steroids.
You niggas gonna be right in my chat trying to tell me how to play a game you ain't played.
The shot deals big.
Hey, welcome to the stream, Guns. Welcome to the stream.
Making it great at taking out groups of enemies all at once.
Be dead ass quiet when I actually need some help.
Shine on a squad though is how good they are at reviving allies from a safe distance. You see, the way ally revival works in NightReign.
You said we landed in Tilted.
There's a little partition.
Where $80 games, more people will be playing older games. I mean, the statistics already show y'all are already playing older games. That's why I never understood the bitching about the price. Like, is it inconvenient? Sure. But the statistics show, as of recent, 60% of gamers play games that are 3 years or older. So the game being $80 doesn't matter because you're not going to buy it. Most of you are not going to buy it for another 2 or 3 years. So by the time you touch it, it will be $20. What does it matter? What does it matter?
Ally, you're able to empty that circle little by little, and when it's all emptied, they will return to life.
You're going to be right on the rad watching part 35.
Significant risk to try and revive an ally. Or they must expend mana to cast a ranged spell, or maybe even use their ultimate skill.
Don't give them an excuse.
From a distance, and without using any resources. That's an extremely valuable thing to have, and it can be the difference maker between a successful and a failed run. The downside is that another partition is added to the circle, and while the Iron Knight is great at rezzing allies that have only gone down once or twice, they will struggle to revive an ally that requires all 3 parts of the circle to be cleared.
That's cool. So like he's good at picking up people because it is shout to Pepito with the sub. It is a bitch to pick people up when I played the beta and this shit. You do have to be good. You don't want to be dropping in this game.
Since they just don't have that kind of damage output from far away, unless they use their ultimate just for revival. While they
backlog for real, backlog for real.
Other classes, the Iron Knight's presence is always felt in the squad. Between their marking ability that makes everyone hit just a little bit harder, to their passive that increases the amount of items that everyone finds, to their mob clearing ults, and to their unique ability to easily—
Not gonna hold you, a lot of these games barely have gameplay trailers or demos, so you have no idea what you're playing. I don't know if I agree with trailers. Demos have been scarce for— demos were scarce during the PS4 era, but they're coming back. PS4 eras are coming up. Demos are coming back in the PS5 era, but yeah, during the PS4 era, I would have give you that demos were scarce, but it's becoming a thing again. As I said, like the real solution is not bitching about the length of stuff. The real solution is just staying educated. If you're interested, and you don't even have to stay on top of everything. If you see a game that you're interested in, I don't understand why it's so hard to go on YouTube and look up reviews, previews, watch some streams, and see what people are saying. Watch 5 to 10 videos, see if there's a genuine consensus on something, and be like, all right, this is for me. But people don't want to do that. People just want to walk in the store and buy something and get mad when they get finessed. That's on you. That is on you.
Safely revive people from a distance.
And the crazy part is, every day, 5 days a week, I sit on this stream and read the articles for niggas. You don't even got to read articles anymore. At least for me, when it comes to aggregating the news, I try to find things that I'm personally interested in and things that I think people will be interested in. So I feel like I do a good job at aggregating what's going on in the zeitgeist. People still don't even want to watch. You don't even got to watch. Just listen.
They don't need to know why I locked away.
Yo.
I mean, trained 4 little boys in the Batcave.
Because bitching and hating is easier? No, that's facts, tatted. Look at that. That's really what it comes down to. Bitching and hating is way easier. That's real shit. Yo, shout out to D Griff with the super chat. He said, I'm glad you're still streaming. I've been a fan since the NWN days. I'll probably be somebody's baby daddy by the time GTA 6. Yo, somebody's husband, bro. Why you gotta be their baby daddy, bro? No sex before marriage. But I appreciate the super chat. No sex before marriage. That's what I like about the Game Pass. A lot of games are on the cloud, so I can just try them. That's real shit. That's real shit.
Iron Eye's utility is nearly unmatched among the rest of the For more of our exclusive IGN First coverage on Elden Ring NightReign,
they probably not counting playtests as demos too.
In the world of video games,
that's valid. That's valid, Zah. These playtests, I don't know if I'll play that class. These playtests are demos now too. You gotta count those. Let's look at this giant, the Libra boss reveal gameplay. I'm finna just skim through this. Shout out to Fake Hawaiian with the gifted subs.
Nay's IGN First is Elden Ring NightReign. Sometimes we went into the fight a little bit under level. Other times we just got destroyed by one of the boss's attacks that we weren't familiar with.
Someone in the chat
and
just
other
got
times
approved
still we just
for
simply
Section
got
8
outplayed.
housing.
Curious what made you start using Zeitgeist more? I remember the first time I heard that fat loser I don't like, he was using it, that I used to work with. I just like the way that shit sounds and it's contextual to the conversation. So you can learn something from everybody, even a fucking scam artist.
Now listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Oh, this is the boss they just showed. Okay, we already seen this giant. Hey, instead of showing this shit, let me show y'all what I got. It's time for another edition of Am I Valid Chat, comic book edition. I almost forgot about this shit. Game Pass is definitely undervalued. Say what you will about Xbox, but it's got a lot of games on there. If more people tried it, I think they would like it. Last Saturday was free comic book day. If you were unaware, I tried to tell y'all I got some free comic books, so this is what I picked up. And then we finger popping the Zeitgeist. Yo, what is you on, bro? What the fuck? I guess. What are you talking about? This past Saturday was free comic book day, so I hit the comic book shop and I got free comic books. It's funny. A lot of y'all went to the free comic book day. I seen people come in the chat because I streamed last Saturday because I've been trying to finish Kazan, and I seen people say I went into the free comic book day and I got some free comic books. Then I came out spending $70. That was the whole point. It's to get people into stuff. From my understanding, the point of it is a lot of new storylines they start during free comic book day, and they give away like issue 1 to get you into shit. And that's what happened. I picked up what they had
From Poison Ivy's OnlyFans before Selena.
Yo, shout out to Lamar with the sub. I got everything. You're lucky I didn't. There were 40 books they were giving away for free. My store didn't have everything by the time I showed up. They had like a limited, supply. So, it was first come, first serve. Did you pay for your sleeves on Saturday? I did not. They didn't give me any sleeves, but it's fine because I had some at home. It's okay. But the comic books that I do pay for, they give me free sleeves. The first one I got is Energon Universe. I didn't know what the fuck this shit was. I just got it because it was free. Whatever. I Googled it and I asked AI actually. So Energon Universe, apparently, I don't know who owns G.I. Joe. Is it Hasbro? They're combining the universes of Transformers, G.I. Joe, and something else. I was like, oh, like matter of fact, like right there, like he's supposed to be a G.I. Joe, and then that's a Transformer right there. So there's some type of war going on. This is number 1. Void Rivals, is that what it is? I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. This is number 1. So I was like, maybe I'll start reading that. I haven't read it yet, but that's something that they gave away. But I got the Fantastic Four number 1. This is the new run that's coming out. I haven't read any of these books yet. I just started reading Batman. I started reading Absolute Batman last night. I'm gonna get to that in a second. But Fantastic Four. Never owned a comic book, but that's number one. Then there's also a new run of Amazing Spider-Man, Ultimate Amazing Spider-Man. This is number one. They gave it away. Yeah, you see him booping me and shit. Art's fire. They had a whole bunch of it. They making a movie too. A movie on what? The main writer's Robin Kirkland, the author from The Walking Dead. On the Energon shit? Word? They making a movie on the Energon? Oh, you said this might be worth something one day? Which one y'all talking about? Energon? How do you read comics? I read them digitally. I'm gonna be honest, I don't crack these bitches open. These are for collection. They just go on my
You've got
they go on my they go on my case. I read my shit digitally. He also did Invincible. Okay. That got me more interested. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm probably gonna read that Energon shit. Godzilla New Heroes. Another Godzilla one. Artwork was fire. Fuck it. Why not? Why not? That was free. This is the main one I did come for though. Street Fighter versus Rival Schools. I like Street Fighter. I like Rival Schools. Classic game from the 90s, early 2000s. So I was like, fuck it. I want to read it. They got a new storyline coming out, so I thought that was cool. And I like the artwork too. This is something I would put on my wall. And then last but not least, I didn't show this off. I've been at the shit. I didn't get it during comic book day. Me lady got me this. This is Watchmen number 7, the original 1980s run. Watchmen number 7. It's not a key issue, but hey, I got it. Put it in the collection. I thought it was pretty cool. Maybe put on a key issue. So let's talk about my new goals. I came up with a goal that I want to come up. That's valid. That's valid. Let me know. Shout out to she trying to be in love and shit. The Watchmen series is goated. Yeah, and it's original. So I was like, fuck it. Why not? My new goal that I have for when I have a house one day, I want to have a wall of comic books. I want to get classics eventually. Like some of these books I have, if I can flip them for some money, cool. I have the goal. I want to have a wall of key issues of only black superheroes, and I wrote it all down. So I want to get the first issue Storm appeared in, the first issue Static Shock, the first issue Black Panther, first issue with Jon Stewart, first issue with Isaiah Bradley. I'm doing all black characters only. So I'm gonna start trying to flip these bitches and eventually start collecting them. I think the first one I'm gonna get is that Isaiah Bradley because that's the cheapest one. Yeah, Blade. I wrote a whole list of all the black Miles Morales, Mr. Terrific. So then my wall's gonna be nothing but classic black characters, basically. A woke wall. Yeah, the woke wall. Hell yeah. Is it gonna happen overnight? No, but that's my long-term goal. Because I feel like everybody goes for the same comic books, and I was like, I'm gonna do something different. Yeah, I want to get a Blue Marvel. Nah, facts. So I want to get nothing but classic. Do you count Venom, nigga? Shut up. No Venom, no Shadow the Hedgehog. Luke Cage. Yeah, the DEI wall. So I want to get nothing but black excellence on the wall, and I want to get classic shit. Misty Knight, all that shit. Hardware? Who's Hardware? I don't know Hardware. Who's Hardware? Of course, it shows a Hardware store. Let's see, Hardware comic book. I don't know that character. What the fuck? I don't know him. Huh? Who writes this? This is DC? Huh? I don't know this character. Is he cool? Might as well write him down. Fuck it. Hold on. Let me go on my Google Drive real quick. I got Cyborg. I also think it would be cheaper to collect these comic books because I don't think it'll be anything above $300 that I'm looking for. I don't think that's decently graded. Let's see, black comics. Like writing. Let's see, Hardware, Spawn 2. That he is a nigga. Yeah, we need Spawn. Yeah, I got Blue Marvel. This is the list I got. I don't know about if I'm gonna keep Black Goliath on there. You got graded comics. I got one. Oh, Vixen. You're right, Vixen. Let's do Vixen. Kang. Is Kang black? I don't think Kang is black. Kang is only black in the movies, right? Is he black in the comic books? I don't think he's black. Ironheart? How did I forget about Ironheart? Ironheart. Oh, you know what? I need old girl too. Dino Girl. What's her name? Moon Girl. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Martian Manhunter. I know. I mean, Martian Manhunter is black, but not really. Like,
Super chats are just a known form of glazing that means for every donation TBH gets,
I get the chance
Shout out to Jeff Stacks with the $10 super chat.
Dreamy green eyes.
He's shout out to $10 with Jeff Stacks with the super chat. Shout out to him. He said build the wall. Hell yeah. Now Jubilee's not black. I think she's like Hispanic or something. I think the easiest one I can get from what I found is the Isaiah Bradley one. It was only like $30 when I looked it up. Let me look it up again. Comic book. Let's see, number 1 eBay. Because it's from 2003. I could have swore I found an easy one. Let's see, Isaiah Bradley comic. You said you got Falcon? Yeah, I got Falcon. Yeah, this is probably one of the cheaper ones I can get. I could have swore it must have been a low graded one. Oh, you know what? It was probably a paperback. God damn, even these bitches is going for like 100 if you want a decent graded one. Calvin Harris. Ellis? I said Harris. Who's Calvin Ellis? Calvin Ellis? Who's that? I don't know this nigga. If there's a black Superman, Calvin Ellis was based on Barack Obama. Bro, what the fuck is this? I'm not buying this shit. What the fuck? I got John Stewart. All right, next topic. All right, next topic. Shut the fuck up, bro. Oh shit, I didn't know this is a thing. Barack Obama is Superman. All right, buddy. Yeah, I got War Machine. I think I got most of them. If I forget something, I'll ask y'all. But that's my goal. I'm gonna get a wall of black excellence, and I'm gonna build it over time. That's fucking funny, dude. Steel. I'm not getting Steel from Shaq. Look at Val Zod. Who's Val Zod? Val Zod. Oh, is he a black General Zod? Why they got Michael B. Jordan? They just be putting people, casting people and shit, bro. What the fuck? I've never heard of these characters. I want official characters. I don't know these D-list characters. Anyways, back to the news. That's the comic book shit. I feel like there's last but not least, Absolute Batman. I got Black Batman. Lucius' son, I think it is. I read Absolute Batman last night. It's pretty good. I don't really like Batman like that. Yo, shout out to G-Rod. It's pretty good. It's pretty violent. I like it.
Single sub.
I got Mr. Terrific.
Sonic, so
Lil Romeo from Static Shock. I got Static. And I got Black Mantis. Absolute Batman, I would recommend it so far. I've only read issue 1. I'm gonna probably read a couple tonight. I got Black Lightning. I like how violent it is, and the art is fire. I'd recommend it. Venom's not black. Shadow's not black. Guys, please. Let's get back to the gaming news. Y'all niggas don't read no books. Y'all don't play no games. Y'all don't read no books. I don't want to hear nothing y'all talking about. Yeah, Absolute Batman's not playing. Yeah, I'm gonna try to catch up on Batman and then start the rest of them. But I'm enjoying it so far, and I really don't like Batman, but I like how violent it is. I like the different spin on the storyline. Elden Ring Tarnished Edition will include 2 new classes. Blank, man. Y'all done. On release, Elden Ring Tarnished Edition will include 2 new classes for players to choose from when they set off on their lands in between. For those unaware, the Tarnished Edition is the version that's coming to the Switch 2. So the Switch 2 will have exclusive content on it if you've never played Elden Ring before. The upcoming edition of the game was revealed first last month when developer From Software announced it was coming to the Switch 2. At this time, the team said new armor, a new torrent appearance horse, and customization feature and more would be available for Elden Ring players. And while this edition was announced for the Switch 2, From Software confirmed the additional content will be available on other platforms as DLC. Never mind. It's coming as DLC. Are they charging for this shit? Nightcrawler's not black. He's German. Guys, next topic. And his mama ain't black either. She blue. And now we have a better idea of what just was the previously teased more is with the news that 2 new classes are coming to Elden Ring. As shared by Famitsu, these classes are Knight of Edis and the Heavy Knight. At the present time, the developer hasn't said what kind of stats these 2 new classes will have, so something else to keep an eye out for. The Heavy Knight suggests quite a burly class. Yeah, he's probably going to hit like a truck. I don't know what the Knight of Edis is. According to the publication, in addition to these 2 new classes, Elden Ring's Tarnished Edition will also include 3 new looks for the horse, along with 4 new types of armor, weapons, and combat techniques. As to when it will be available to get your hands on, we're still waiting for a release date. So I know it does have some content. Does Jax count? Nah. That's Mortal Kombat. That's a game. Half his wall is gonna have nothing but thunder users. No, that's facts. That's all black superheroes, like thunder users. The purple stretching nigga, Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinister is not black. You talking about Simone Biles? You talking about the gymnast? What y'all talking about, bro? Yo, stop talking about comic books. No, I'm not adding Ebon. In other news, I'm not adding T.I., the rubber band man. Former Assassin's Creed lead isn't happy about the Switch 2's game keys. An awful Simone Baz is a Green Lantern. Really? I've never heard. Or Simon Baz? I've never heard of him. When this nigga come out, bro? I'm getting Jon Stewart. I don't know this nigga, bro. This is not real. This is racist. What is this? The one with the guns. What the fuck is this shit, bro? I'm not buying this chat. I'm getting Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart. That's my Green Lantern. That's the one I know. Not the Green Lantern with the Glock. It's real. He's from Detroit. This must be some alternate universe shit. I've never heard of this one. I'm talking about the one I grew up watching. That's the one I knew. Is he wearing a durag? They got a Green Lantern with a ski mask on, with a fucking with a YN shiesty. This is crazy. I'm not watching that shit. Not looking at that. An awful lot of talk of the Switch 2 Direct was focused on the console's new game key cards, whether they're a good thing for the industry and if anyone actually will buy the damn things. Now in an interview with Video Gamer, the creative director of Assassin's Creed 3 and Far Cry 4, Alex Hutchinson, has shared his two-piece on the fresh-faced physical option. Spoilers, he's not very keen of it. The dev drew the comparison between the Switch 2 game keys and a similar approach taken by Xbox One back in 2013, saying that Nintendo's going to get away with it while fans were quick to criticize Microsoft. It just, he said it's a double standard for Nintendo. He said that y'all hate when Microsoft do it, but when the Minish Cap do it, y'all love it. It just shows you the power of nostalgia in our business, and the way they will beat up Microsoft versus Nintendo is just not the same, especially in Europe, he stated. It's like, oh, Nintendo's doing it? All right, well, we don't have much to say. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. For those unaware, the problem with the game keys is...
Since Super Chats are just a known form of glazing, that means for every donation TBH gets, I get the chance to glaze. I mean, gaze into Sonic's dreamy green eyes.
Yo, shout out to Sam with the super chat. He said, thanks for getting me through the workday. We both getting paid. I appreciate you, big dog, in the super chat. I appreciate you in the kind words. Yeah, I got Black Lightning. That's the easy one, guys. Come on. I just bought a Black Lightning comic book. So if you haven't been keeping up with the Switch 2 news, the issue with the game keys is they're releasing physical editions of their games for $90, but apparently not every game will be on the cartridge. It's a 50-50. So there's a 50-50 chance you might be paying almost $100 and you don't even fully own the game. It's just the option. You basically get the cartridge and you get a downloadable thing. So if you plan on buying physicals for the Switch 2, please do your research. Look up to see whether or not that physical edition actually has the game on the cartridge. Because if it doesn't, in my opinion, it's not worth buying. You're paying more to get less. And you're causing, you said it's a bad, it is. And to be honest, you're just creating more waste. Because I mean, it's a waste of plastic, to be honest. You might as well just get the digital edition and save $10. So make sure you do your research when you're researching these games. That's what he's talking about for those who haven't been keeping up. And I agree with what he's saying. It's fucking annoying. And there's a double standard. But Nintendo fans are different. Obviously, sometimes these worlds collide. There are people who play Microsoft and Nintendo, but not always. There are a lot of people out there that only play Nintendo, that only play PlayStation, that only play Xbox as well. And he's talking about the double standard there. There I agree. So what's the point if we don't own the game? I don't know. You're gonna get a Doom comic on your wall? Doom guy ain't black. I just told you I'm only getting black people on my wall. Black excellence, bro. And it's gonna be I'm gonna have a picture of Malcolm X, and then he's just gonna be surrounded by fucking Storm, Jon Stewart, fucking Black Lightning, Static. Maybe I'll put Martin Luther King there too, just in the middle. And then my kids can look at it. This is what we are. This is what we are right here. Black excellence. This is what we are. Shit. You said Bishop from X-Men? Oh yeah, maybe you could do that too. Bishop Black, right? Black comics. I don't think I put him. What the hell? Did you not? Do I have two? I think I have two. I do. Bishop. Black Magneto, if Denzel rumors are true. Well, that would be in the movie. That wouldn't be in the comic books. They would have to do a comic book. Are you gonna have a shot of Malcolm X with the AK? Something like that. All right, where we going here? That's what I got for the Nintendo
Thanks for the
stuff.
super chat. Your donation will be used responsibly to pay off the Gotham PD to look the other way.
Yo, shout out to Equalizing with the super chat.
I mean, train 4 little boys in the Batcave.
Shout out to Equalizing with the super chat. He said, I appreciate the content. I appreciate you, big dog. You said a picture of Kevin Samuels. Shut the fuck up, nigga. No. Destiny 2 is dropping some new content. Destiny 2 Renegades, December 2nd, 2025. Who's excited? Little Destiny is back. Kevin. Yeah, Forge is native. He's not black. Is this Star Wars related content? Like, is this a crossover of Star Wars? Like, is he supposed to be a Jedi? Like, it is? Let's go to the website and read about it. See if they got, is it just a skin? Renegades. And of course, you announce it with no fucking info. Well, never mind. I thought the website would have info. Nah, it's a whole season. Yep, but it still won't have me come back. All we know confirmed is there will be lightsabers, but we don't know if Darth Vader's showing up or anything. How would y'all feel if they did a crossover where Darth Vader showed up? Would it make you come back to the game? And they made it canon. The Destiny Star Wars universe is the same universe. It's just they're far, far away from Star Wars. They're gonna tap that Star Wars vein and hope it makes some money. Disney's just not done pimping out the fucking franchise, dude. They're not done. Didn't Fortnite, where they had a Star Wars expansion? I don't play Fortnite. What the fuck? I don't play no fucking Fortnite. I don't have a PS4, guys. I do, but it's in the closet. Half-Life 3 might actually be real, as a leaker claims it's playable from end to end. If there was ever a game that constantly surfaces yet nothing materializes, it's Half-Life 3. Valve's follow-up to the award-winning Half-Life 2 has been stuff of myth and legend at this point. Almost every year we see a rumor about it surfacing, yet we're left hanging. Could this time be different? Tyler McVicker, an insider with a proven track record of leaking reliable information about Valve's activities, is now the latest personality to claim Half-Life 3 is actually being developed at Valve's HQ. Tyler McVicker has pushed out a new Ask Me Anything video where it's mentioned that HLX, which is just a purported code name for Half-Life 3, is not only in development, but it's far enough that it can be played from start to finish. The game is said to be play tested by a sizable group, with some willing to spill details about it, allegedly, McVicker states. Half-Life 3 is being play tested so religiously and so widely that there are individuals that will just talk. I personally have a policy of avoiding any story-related questions or information where possible, so I currently have avoided them all. But I've been offered by people who are trustworthy, and I know that some of my contemporaries have been given it. So there's information out there about the plot. Adding to that, McVicker claims that this is the furthest the project has ever been, and given the state of where it is now, he said Half-Life 3 could be announced this summer and be released in winter of 2025, if he had to guess. So if it does get announced this summer, remember where you heard it here first. Never been a big Half-Life fan, kind of before my era. I played it a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like it's one of those games where you had to be there in order to really experience it. So I feel like I kind of missed that wave. You can add Jacob from Mass Effect 2. No, nigga, I'm not putting Jacob is a fuck no. I personally don't care. Also, I think Half-Life 3 is going to have a really hard time because people hold Half-Life 2 to such a high regard. They've been waiting like 25 years since the last one came out. So it's like, what can you do to live up to that? You know? What kind of story beats can you hit? What kind of gameplay can you add to really live up to Half-Life 2? I feel like at this point, they're better off just not releasing this shit. Because people's expectations versus reality is going to be rough. I'll take Left 4 Dead 3 instead. I feel like Left 4 Dead 3 would be easier to make and satisfy people. Somebody need to leak GTA 6 so it can be delayed another decade. Now, why would you wish that on people, Greg? Why would you? Why would you wish that? That's always the biggest issue with these kind of franchises. Oh, it is.
Real ass nigga for that, my nigga.
Hold up, I thought the Lakers got eliminated a long time ago. Nah, they didn't get eliminated. Dust, they playing tonight. Yeah, Left 4 Dead 3 would be better low key. Back 4 Blood was so ass. Exactly why I think it could work because Back 4 Blood failed recently. Found the PS4. Lakers in 5. I don't care, but I'm just putting it out there, letting you know if you're a Half-Life fan, there is a possibility it could get announced sometime this year, Half-Life 3. But we'll see. We will see. He need a 600 for saying that shit. And some positive news. Expedition 33 tops 2 million in sales after only like a week or two. So shout out to them, especially because this is a small game made by 30 people. I seen an article that stated, because for those unaware, the studio that made this game is made up of former Ubisoft employees, and they just left and made their own studio. I seen a quote from one of the heads of the studio that said, "We formed our own studio and made this game," and I'm paraphrasing, by the way, because we were bored at Ubisoft. And like the big suits wouldn't let us do what we wanted, which is why I always told y'all need to chill out when it comes to talking to these fucking developers. It's always the suits' fault. So I think that's funny that this game is succeeding. People are saying it's creative, it's new, it's hip, it's different. It's only $50 made by a small team. And they're saying they made it because they were bored at Ubisoft, so they left to make their own thing. I need more studios to come out and do the same. 3 of the biggest games and the highest reviewed games this year have been games under $70. To go back to that conversation, the dude was saying, I'm not buying anything unless it's 80 hours. 3 of the biggest games this year are under $70 in less than 80 hours. I'm telling y'all, bigger does not mean better. Unless you know. But when it comes to games, bigger doesn't mean better. Good art is good art. And if it's good, you can replay it. So you're telling me that Ubisoft needs money, could have had this game? They could have had this game, but they wouldn't greenlight it. When you got people in charge of you, it's just like any other corporate job. You might be more qualified than your boss. You might have some ideas that are better than the rest of the company, but if you don't get the opportunity, the platform to produce what your ideas, it doesn't matter, because you got old heads telling you what's best for the company. It's the same thing in every corporate situation. Shit, the same shit happened to me at G4. I only joined G4 because I was supposed to get my own show. I show up, these niggas lied. I never got my own show. I got pushed to the corner and I was called the shooter guy when I played more games than all my co-hosts. No disrespect to them, but I played more games than them, but they called me the shooter guy. They lied. They fucking lied. It happens because you show up in these corporate situations and they think they know better than you, bruh. After they fucking interview you and they pick you for X, Y, and Z, they make you do something else. What is this? Is this the Mafia thing you were talking about? Mafia, the old country developer panel, family takes sacrifice. Somebody said there was a Mafia event. Mafia game. That's not it. What would your show be about? I had some ideas, but I wouldn't share them on stream because I don't want nobody stealing them. I actually have like I have treatments written for like show ideas that I have, but I'm not gonna share them. You niggas might steal them. Never give your ideas away for free, like the good ones at least. The old country reveals what year it's set in. It looks like Mafia old country. I was saying somebody said there was a Mafia event tomorrow. Mafia event. Is this it? Oops, sorry. I did not mean to pin that. Unpin message. Can I clip that? Just asking because I don't know if that's drama. No, I don't care. You can clip it. I don't care. I do not care. That ship is long sailed. It's okay. I was just about to watch the Sinners video, but true. Let's see. You do a YouTube show one day? A YouTube show? No, I would need like writers and like backing. For certain type of productions, you need money. Mafia the Old Country will share. Wait, May 8th will be a big day for Mafia fans. So 2 days from now, Thursday. Mafia the Old Country will share by far the longest look at its gameplay on May 8th. That date will also see the developers Hangar 13 host a unique panel examining the iconic franchise and how Mafia: The Old Country fits into it. The fourth mainline Mafia game was originally announced during Gamescom in August of 2024, although a release date is yet to be confirmed. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. This announcement could finally happen on May 8th, which much anticipated the title of the new trailer and a recently announced. All right, so what time is the event? I get it. So 8 a.m. PST, nigga. Somebody asked me if I was streaming this. I'm not streaming this. I will just be waking up. Fuck no. I'll whatever they show off, we'll watch it together. We'll react to it. But am I streaming this live? No. I am not rolling out the bed for Mafia. I'm kind of indifferent about this game. I am too. Like, I'm sure it'll be good, but it's gonna be just like the other Mafias. They're just gonna love it because it's a white character now, so they won't call it repetitive when a white man does it. Have you ever considered writing your own sitcom? Yeah, you gonna fund it? We just need to see some gameplay. We need to see some gameplay. This game will live or die off the story if the story's fire. But from a gameplay standpoint, I don't expect anything else. I don't expect anything else special. Are you applying for Kai Streamer University? Nah, I'm not worthy, bro. I'm not worthy. And then last but not least, the wait for Battlefield 6 won't be much longer, with full reveal coming this summer. Battlefield 6 is due out March 2026. The publisher confirmed on Tuesday. As we look to the future, we're confident in our ability to execute across a deep pipeline. Beginning this summer with the highly anticipated reveal of Battlefield, a pivotal step in developing our next generation of blockbuster entertainment. So expect it in the summertime. That's all I got for you. It's just an announcement for the announcement. Subbox. They also said that's the last game for Mafia. I was gonna talk about this right here. Somebody left a comment on fucking Hokage highlights. I'm gonna pray for y'all. If anybody's a teacher in the chat or you trying to get your degree in teaching, I am praying for y'all, bro. Because somebody left a video on my comment on my latest Hokage highlights video, and he was like, "What's up with TBH being subscribed to so many snow bunnies?" I'm just like, this is on my page because I'm not subscribed to anybody. If you see, that's why, like, you're trying to be funny. It literally says subscribe. I'm not. It's just recommending people for me to subscribe. I can hit not interested if I want to. I'm like, all you had to do was read Dr. Umar. Like, read. Like, I want to open up a book. Pluck and read. You're trying too hard to be funny, bruh. You're trying. This is why y'all watch me. You're trying too hard to be funny. It doesn't make me mad. I'm just like, God damn, you niggas don't read, bruh. How you all in my fucking web browser and you didn't read it? Let's see. Is Black Queen's Forever Snow Bunnies? No. Read, nigga. All right, what else we got for you? Let's see. What's going on? Any trailers I should be aware of? You said hit the Pokemon clip. I got you.
Nigga, you ain't funny. Only lame niggas say that shit.
Yeah, I went over the GTA trailer. Void Scout. I don't know any trailers I should be aware of. I don't care about Diablo DLC. We saw the Destiny joint, Roadcraft. Who cares? Pigface announcement. Hordes of Hunger. Watch sighting. She's probably streaming. Japanese Drift Master. Flock said that game's pretty good. Genshin Impact. You have to stay focused. Yeah, I don't think there's any trailer. You're probably about to have on a game. Oh, wait. Backbone Pro announcement trailer. They announced, I just bought a fucking Backbone. Did you see Mark Lamont get on Ish for not reading? I seen that shit, bro. That shit is depressing. What is this? You link Twitch streamer. I seen this already. Twitch streamer Asmongold fell through his ceiling while searching for his attic for a source of a foul odor believed to be a dead raccoon. This nigga fell through the fucking... All I'm gonna say about this, I saw this on the timeline. I was so petty. I was so petty to fucking respond to this shit. I was like, I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't want his little weird ass fans. Because you gotta keep in mind, people who watch people like this, it's because they relate to them. So if you crack jokes about them, you're attacking their hero. But like, all I'm gonna say about this is like, this nigga sits in his room 14 hours a day talking about geopolitics when his own own home is a fucking shit stain. He lives in a fucking pigsty, and you niggas is taking life advice from a person who lives like this? This nigga weighs 105 pounds and fell through the ground because his house is so fucking nasty. Like, that's crazy, bruh. That's crazy. Yeah, the Roach King. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Like, I want like think about who you listening to. You listening to somebody who's talking about what's going on in the grass, who doesn't touch grass because his house is so damn nasty. Be careful. False prophets. False prophets. Let's look at this pig face joint.
If it feels like something's been implanted in the base of your skull, that's because there has. It's in your best interest to listen to me.
I'm mad you linked that. Nope. Your thoughts on a horrible weekend for boxing? I knew Canelo fought somebody. How was that fight? I didn't know who he was fighting. I didn't find that out till y'all told me. And then didn't y'all tell me that Devin Haney fight was ass? Is it true that Crawford and Canelo are supposed to be fighting? Is that confirmed? I saw an article, but I didn't know if it was a trustable source. Is Canelo and Crawford fighting? That should be good. That should be good. Yeah, I saw one of my homies posted it on Instagram. I said, too bad Crawford gonna beat that ass this September. No, funny shit. Crawford versus Canelo might start a race war. Oh shit. Oh shit. He said it might, unfortunately. What am I looking at? Crawford's gonna lose. Canelo's way stronger than him. I think, jokes aside, I actually think it could go either way. Because I like both of them. I think it could go either way. It depends on who's bringing their A game. That fight I might watch, though. That's worth watching. I'm not playing this shit. Backbone Pro. All right, what's different about this one? Do I need to upgrade? Next gen evolution technology. Looks like the last one. What makes it pro? I don't understand what makes it pro. These backbones ain't worth for shit. I have a backbone. I like it. What are you talking about? I like it. Let's see. Backbone Pro. I don't understand what the fuck that was for. Almost $200 for this, though. I don't know about that. It's a controller that's worth it because it allows you to stream your Steam and like your PS5 games, but not for $200. Backbone Pro is built for players who demand more precision, more comfort, more freedom. Designed with full-size ALSP joysticks, so bigger joysticks, rear buttons, and a larger ergonomic shape. So it's designed for a controller with bigger hands. It delivers pro-level control for every session. Flow state technology lets you move seamlessly between mobile, tablet, PC, and smart TVs, unlocking open-world play. So connecting is smoother. With up to 40 hours of battery life and customization in the Backbone app, Backbone Pro lets you play your favorite battery. 40 hours of battery life. I don't like that. Why does it need a battery? The last one doesn't need a battery. You just connect your phone to it and it works. If it needs a battery, fuck that. I'll stick to my shit. Ish is the prime example of someone who can't put their pride aside. Yeah, like the first clip I seen of him was funny, but then I've seen like 5 more clips and I'm like, yo, this is why I stopped watching the Joe Budden podcast. Like, this nigga's stupid, bro. Like, that barbershop pseudoscience, that's not for me. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. This is like, if you could get this for like a discount, maybe like $50, sure, but this is not worth $170. Hell no.